Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got an interesting release this week. The Legend of Zelda Art and Artifacts, an art book from Dark Horse in conjunction with Nintendo that celebrates the history of The Legend of Zelda from its humble beginnings to the juggernaut it is today. It's on shelves, both digital and physical, bookstores and comic shops all across the world this week, starting this Tuesday, February 21st, so you can go find it and check out what I'm going to be hyping, because this is actually pretty damn cool if you ask me. It's over 400 pages of select drawings and graphics. It features exclusive interviews with video game designers, official pixel art of the early series, and rare promotional pieces that have never been published. In addition, it offers fans a sneak peek at the upcoming game, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which will be out, I believe, this year for the Nintendo Switch. So definitely you should be excited, and if you're really a Legend of Zelda fan, this is a book that you need to get. As I said, it's over 400 pages. It weighs in somewhere between like 5 and 6 pounds. So even if you don't want to use it as a book and, put it on your coffee table, you at least have a blunt object to use. Dark Horse was kind enough to hook us up with a free copy of this book. It retails for $39.99. I'm going to have some links at the bottom of this video for those who are interested in getting it. It's pretty damn cool if you ask me. I'm going to show off some of what's inside now. I'm very limited as to some of the art. Very specific pages I can show off, so excuse me the rather crude way I'm going about it. Some things that have been pre-approved. I don't want to anger the gods out there. So as I said, Legend of Zelda has been around for, 30-something years about this point, over 30 years. I remember playing it on the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, back in the day, and it's a video game franchise that has basically, been absolutely amazing throughout the years, aging super well, and, even those original games back in the day still hold up and are absolutely amazing. So this is really cool in that it goes through art from the entire history of Legend of Zelda time period, showing off all the different games from the original NES version to the latest one that's coming out, and it's done in an absolutely gorgeous book, as you can see here. I think this is a top-notch art book. They've been becoming more and more popular of diving into video game art books to show off, and I think it really shows off and enhances and emphasizes how much video games really are art. It's something that has been argued about for quite some time, and just looking at a book like this, it's quite clear that there really is no argument. The game is art. Video games are art. And you can see here that we've got some art from Legend of Zelda, Order of Ages. The art style is very different than some of the other things that we've seen from Legend of Zelda. And then, you get art like this, which is a complete different change to what we just showed off. No longer kind of that cartoon style, but more of a classic fantasy style overall. I don't want to go through all the book because there's a lot that I can show off that I think is pretty impressive. Then a different art style here, and we're going to go try to emphasize some of the interesting stuff that is in here. Of course, we can see two different versions of Link from back in the day, kind of some classic takes on the character. Let's see if one of my favorite things coming up in here. Some of the things that I like about it is that there is art that shows off not just artwork that you might have seen in the games themselves, but some of the work that goes into the art. Like there's actual sketches that are pretty damn cool if you ask me. There's another page we can show off both pages. The book itself, I think, is gorgeous if you are a fan of Legend of Zelda or the Zelda franchise. have some Majora's Mask artwork here. It really goes through the complete history of the franchise itself. And I think does a fantastic job making the case that, you know, this is artwork. This is absolutely gorgeous stuff. And I think what's interesting is that things vary so much throughout the ages. The book does a fantastic job of really showing off how things have changed over the years, the different styles that have gone into making the game, and the different, basically just straight up the different art styles that there's there. As I said, there is some history to it, and that it's not just an art book. It does go through some of the cooler items that you might have found over the years if you are a Zelda fan. You know, I remember the gold box, the gold cartridge, but it's not just that. We also see some alternative artwork box that, you know, we wouldn't necessarily see here in the United States, the Japanese editions, and some different titles for the game, which is, I think, is really neat as a fan of Zelda to be able to check stuff like that out and get a better idea as to some of the history that's there. It also has pixel art. I mean, for those who played Legend of Zelda from the beginning in the great days of Nintendo, the original NES, all this will look really familiar to you as to, you know, characters that you dealt with throughout your adventures. Let's see what else I can find, because there's some really neat art. No, it's probably back here. There's some really neat pages in that they show off not just the art, but also the sketches that go to it. It's stuff that I absolutely love, and I think it's one of those really neat things in the book that, yep, here we go. This is a great example of it. One of those great things that we just don't see enough out there when it comes to art and like comic books as a whole. Here we see the sketch on the top. We see the original, or the art that was produced on the bottom. You get a really good sense of what goes into the process of creating some of this. Now, there's a lot of that in here. I know there's one of like Majora's Mask that I think is absolutely awesome, and I don't know if I can show that one off, so I'm not going to go dig and find it. But overall, I mean, this is a fantastic book. If you are a fan of art books, if you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, you know, this is something to go check out. You can see it's got the gold foil that comes off a little bit weird in this lighting, but looks absolutely fantastic in person. I mean, the quality of the book itself is unreal. As I said, it's a beast of a book, between 5 and 6 pounds. Can use it as a blunt instrument and whack people if I really need to, or use it during the zombie apocalypse whenever that comes up. So this is out this week. You can go, as I said, get it from comic book stores or bookstores out there. We'll have links beneath this video. They're affiliate links, so we do get a little bit of that. I want to thank Dark Horse again for the hookup of the book. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's going on our shelf. Definitely going to show off to all my game friends when they come over, and they can be nice and jealous. If you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, Nintendo video game history, I think this is a must to go pick up when it is out this week. As always, you can go catch the latest video game news, you can get comic news, and more at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. As always, thanks for watching. Keep mashing those buttons and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.